Welcome to solverfy.
Hello everyone, today we're doing chapter 19, problem 58, and this problem tells us we have an unknown compound C with a molecular formula of C4H8O3 and an IR absorption spectrum between 3600 to 2500 and 1734, and as well as this H&MR data. Propose the structure of C. So first thing to do, we need to determine the number of double bonds or degree of unsaturation. So number of double bonds or the degree of unsaturation equals the number of carbons, 4, minus the number of hydrogen halides over 2, 8 over 2, minus the number of nitrogens over 2, 0 over 2, plus 1. So 4 minus 4 plus 1 equals 1 degree of unsaturation, and 3600 to 2500 is indicative of an OH bond, and 1734 is indicative to a C double bond O carbonyl bond, which will give us our 1 degree of unsaturation, or that 1 double bond. So now moving on to our NMR data, we see that we have a singlet at a very, very de-shielded ppm, almost near 11.5. So right off the bat, we can say that we probably have a carboxylic acid in our molecule, this proton being this highly de-shielded. Now let's see what else we have. So we have 2 protons that are not neighboring any protons that can be coupled. So we have neighboring something that cannot be coupled. Then we have 2 protons that are neighboring 3, because 3 plus 1 equals this quartet that we see here. So we have 2 protons that will be neighboring 3 protons. And then right off the bat, we can say that these 3 protons are going to be triplet because they're neighboring these 2 protons, which is what we see here. So we know that these 2 are coupling each other, and there's 2 protons that are not coupling anything, and then we have this carboxylic acid. And what else do we need in the formula? Well, we need 1 more oxygen. So this can actually come to use. So if I were to put this oxygen over here in between these 2 groups, well, now that will make sure that these 2 protons in green would only have the 3 protons on the right to couple and nothing on the left. So this would ensure that it would be a 3 plus 1 being a quartet pattern on the NMR, and not something more complicated like a multiplet. And now on the right side of these 2 hydrogens, to make sure that they would still be acting as a singlet, well, I could add this carbon here, because this carbon has no hydrogens on it. So if I were to add this carbon, and then oxygen, and then this ethyl group, I can see that these 2 protons have nothing to couple, so they would be a singlet. These 2 protons have those 3 protons on the right, so it would be a quartet, which it is. And the 3 terminal protons are neighboring only 2 protons, so then they would be a triplet, which they are. So this would be the structure of C, or proposed structure of C at least.